So it's 2:15 coming up on Saturday. Carolina and Boston College in the Smith Center. BC has had a very poor year. They are 9-10 overall. They have lost 5 consecutive games and are 3-9 in their last 12 games. They lost by 18 at Virginia in the midweek. So BC has not had a very good year. It's in Chapel Hill. Certainly you would think the Tar Heels would be heavily favored. But Adam, I'm not ready to say the I just think the Tar Heels have to full attention for everybody. Like that, the Tar Heels can't overlook anybody. I think they're better than Boston College, but they need to go win the game.
In conference games, Boston College is the third worst offensive team and the second worst defensive team. I mean, they have not been good in almost any area of the game. They foul a lot. This should be a game where Carolina takes a lot of free throws. They don't force any turnovers. So, I mean, this should be a team that plays to Carolina's strengths, you would think, especially at home.
They are 1-7 in league play. They beat Miami. Leading scorers, Donald. I'm going to tell you, I'm just looking at their roster. There's a whole lot of guys on here I don't know. Like, they had a lot of players leave. Jaden Zachary, and we talked about him last game, I think, or last show, is now with Clemson. I mean, I think it just shows you that it's hard for a team like Boston College to keep good veteran players. I would think that would be a very hard job at BC. Donald Hand Jr., his dad was a great player at Virginia, is their leading scorer. He was there last year. There's a handful of players who were there last year, but not guys who were major contributors necessarily outside of Hand, who did play a decent amount. I would think that would be a hard job.
Because you have no real identity of what you are.
Yeah, it just changes so much.
Right.
Because your players change so much. Because you can't keep good veteran players. Which goes back to the whole topic of college athletics, which we've talked about a lot. Okay. Adam, anything else basketball-wise before we talk a little football?
Tip-off club Saturday.
Hey.
Noon.
Well, it's supposed to be a little warmer than it has been. It's been brutally cold this week.
Some chilly tip-off clubs.
Yeah.
This one should be a little better.